Hi, I'm Shannon, owner of Pahrump Early Learning Academy, where we are more than just childcare.
Hi, I'm Monique Mitchell with KPVM Television. My children attend Pella and they love it. The curriculum they have is pretty amazing, and my children learn what they need at their level.
Not only are the children learning, they're having fun, and that's what matters.
I like Pella. They help you with your homework, and it's fun.
Give us a call today to tour our facility at 751-5335.
News 46 is brought to you by Comfort Hospice Care, where we give our patients and their loved ones peace of mind, knowing we provide the highest quality of care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, call 751-0349.
Tonight on News 46, Big Five holds a ribbon cutting. The assistant sheriff speaks openly about his court case. And Sniffany's Gifts and Thrifts has expanded. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Monday, September 15th, 2014. I'm Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. We had a little bit of some audio difficulties, but our crew back there has everything under control. Big Five Sporting Goods held a ribbon cutting Friday night and has now officially opened for business. Today's mailer has very special bargains inside that are good through this Saturday.
Good afternoon. It gives me great pleasure to welcome Big Five Sporting Goods as the Pahrump Valley Chamber of Commerce's newest member. They are located at the corner of Highway 150 and Carlton Road, and they are also one of the nation's largest retailers of sporting goods. It's quite a bee in our bonnet to have them here. I found it very interesting when I was reading about Big Five Sporting Goods that they were founded in 1955, which actually makes them older than the actual town of Pahrump, when Pahrump became a town. So I wouldn't say you were robbing the cradle, but I'm sure you'll all agree how nice it's going to be able to shop for your hunting, fishing, racquetball equipment, fitness equipment, all here in Pahrump. You'll no longer have to make the trek to Las Vegas, and you may shop local. Today I'd like to introduce some of Big Five's people that are here to participate in the ribbon cutting. Visiting us in Pahrump is Jerry Ross, the district supervisor. The new store manager is Omar Zavala. And one of the new residents to Pahrump is the first assistant store manager, Paula Seville. Once again, I'd like to welcome you and congratulate you on your new store and wish you best of luck, and thank all of you from Pahrump that have come out to give Big Five such a big welcome.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it. As Debbie said, in 1955, Bob Miller and two associates opened up 5 sporting goods stores in Southern California, and we have grown to our 429th location here in Pahrump. We are very excited to be in the neighborhood, and we take a lot of pride.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community.
Welcome back to News 46. Glaucoma affects more than 70 million people around the world, making it the leading cause of irreversible blindness. Primary care physicians can play an important role in detecting glaucoma, which can often go undiagnosed until it becomes severe. A new review of the medical literature provides an overview of the causes and treatments for the disease.
This health tip is brought to you by
Desert View Hospital and Mountain Valley Physicians Group. Don't put your health on hold. We have time for you. Call us to schedule your appointment. 775-751-7100.
Jill Herndon knows that regular eye exams are very important. She had a family history of glaucoma and was diagnosed with the disease at age 40.
It's always a scary thing to contemplate losing one's vision.
Jeffrey Miller didn't have a family history of glaucoma, but pressure in his eyes began to increase in his 30s.
I don't take my eyesight for granted. I'm one who really appreciates what I've been able to maintain.
Dr. Robert Weinreb from the University of California, San Diego School of Medicine and co-authors examined more than a decade of medical literature on how to detect and treat open-angle and closed-angle glaucoma.
The eye is like a sink. It has a faucet and it has a drain. In one of them, the drain is blocked internally, and one of them, the drain is covered up and blocked on the outside.
This increases pressure in the eye and can damage the optic nerve.
Primary care providers could have a major role in detecting, recognizing, and referring patients who are at highest risk for developing glaucoma. We single out those individuals who have high intraocular pressure, who have a family history of glaucoma, and then there are certain ethnicities that are also at highest risk for glaucoma, particularly those of African ancestry and also Latino ancestry.
Medications are commonly prescribed to reduce the pressure from fluid buildup. There are also several different surgical options. However, early detection and treatment remain the most important factors for successful management of glaucoma. Both Jill and Jeffrey continue to work with Dr. Weinreb in keeping their eye pressure in check.
Vision is everything. It's your primary sense. It's how we initially take in our world.
Get your eyes checked just as early as you can and as thoroughly as you can.
Catherine Dolph, The JAMA Report.
Newer minimally invasive glaucoma surgeries point to being safer and may have fewer complications for patients. Assistant Sheriff Rick Marshall is happy about the agreement he and the Attorney General have reached in regards to the case involving the Anybody But Rick political signs that he and volunteer Bengali were accused of stealing.
First off, we're very grateful to the Attorney General's office for the due diligence that they gave to reviewing the report. We've said all along that I didn't commit a crime, that it was a political stunt orchestrated by a few members of our agency. The Attorney General's office, after reviewing it, came up with injury to other property, which basically means that when the signs were taken down from the property, some of them were damaged. We looked at it, and in talking over with my wife and family and friends, we talked to the AG's office, and the AG's office said that they really didn't want to prosecute this, but there were certain things that had to be taken into consideration. Basically, what we came to was an agreement that I'd reimburse the AG's office for the investigation, pay Mr. Lee $9.39 restitution, and do 40 hours of community work. And I've been working at the Meals on Wheels program with the senior center. So what the AG's office basically said is, look, there's nothing here. We don't want to prosecute this. And I had a choice. I could spend $5,000, hire an attorney, and get a dismissal, or I could work with the AG's office, spend $500, and get a dismissal. And that's what ultimately we did. We knew that this case was going to go nowhere. We knew it was a political stunt, and we're very happy with the outcome. We've always said we believe in taking accountability and responsibility for our actions. And there was no plea given. The case was withdrawn and dismissed, so there was no plea given. So a lot of people say it's a plea deal, and the headline in the paper says that, when in fact it was a negotiated settlement and it was dismissed without any plea being entered at all.
So there is no actual charge?
No charge at all. It's all been dismissed.
Holly Lepisto, who is the principal with Floyd Elementary School, has now filed a lawsuit after being arrested in November of 2010 for child abuse. Lepisto is suing former Nye County Sheriff's Office Detective David Berukowitz, the Nye County Sheriff's Office, Nye County Sheriff Tony DeMeo, the District Attorney's Office, and District Attorney Brian Coonsey. The civil suit says that the Sheriff's Office and the former detective falsely arrested her. Lepisto was arrested with several others during school hours for allegedly abusing several special needs kids. The charges against Lepisto were dropped and she has returned to work for the school district. Lepisto and her husband are seeking general damages, special damages, $39,000 for attorney fees, punitive damages, prejudgment interest, and trial cost. Sniffany's Gifts and Thrifts has expanded. We caught up with Lorraine Russo-Harper to find out more about the shop located on Gamebird and Pahrump Valley Boulevard.
Sniffany's has expanded. We've taken over the store next door, which is now Sniffany's Home Store. Home is where the paws are, and we have all our brand new bedding, comforter sets, sheet sets, tablecloths, pillows, blankets, all brand new, all displayed nicely so that now you can actually see what we have. And we also have paw-made soaps. They're not handmade, they're paw-made. And they're great stocking stuffers. They're all natural. And of course, all the proceeds benefit Symphony Animal Foundation. The prices are great. The quality is even greater. And you get quality items for a great cause. And you know, Sniffany's is the only store that offers purebred quality at mixed breed prices.
Where are they located?
We are located at the corner of Gamebird and Pahrump Valley Boulevard. We are open from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday.
And so if people want to just stop on by, they can stop on by. Is there a number for more information?
You can always call me at 702-528-4997. And please stop by. We have volunteers working there. We would love to see you, and we'd love for you to check out what we have.
If people want to donate to Symphony Animal Foundation, can they?
They can. You can do it through our website at symphonyanimalfoundation.org. You could always drop something off here at the Best Western. That's where I work. Or you can go down to the store at Gamebird and Pahrump Valley Boulevard. There's always volunteers at Sniffany's that are ready to take your donation.
And of course on the web you have animals and talk about what's going on with Symphony.
We do, and we are close to opening. We're just waiting for that parking lot to be paved. We are working towards getting that done, and we're close. So we keep our fingers crossed that it'll be very soon.
Lorraine is so punny. They are now taking debit and credit cards down there at Sniffany's too as well. When we come back from this break, we'll have your rodeo report.
Today's news is brought to you in part by Dr. George Leeks, Pahrump's optometrist since 1990, offering full-spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300.
Well, in the PBR over the weekend, L.J. Jenkins rode Jack Daniels' after party for 89.25 points in the Built Ford Tough Championship round to win his first event in 2 years. The 11-year veteran won the only rider to put more than one qualified ride in Springfield, Missouri. Two-time world champion Bucking Bull Bushwhacker has a $100,000 bounty during his next 3 appearances. He will be in Laughlin this weekend for the 15-15 Bucking Battle. Tickets are on sale at the Laughlin Event Center. The event will be this Thursday and Friday and will be aired on CBS SN. And we want to thank Judge Margaret Whitaker once again for that report. ISIS beheaded another Westerner, a British aid worker. Following this weekend's traumatic event, world leaders struggled today to come up with solutions to combat ISIS at a conference in Paris. More than 24 nations, the Arab League, the European Union, and United Nations met in the French capital, calling ISIS a threat to international community and agreeing to ensure that the culprits are brought to justice. In a statement at the conference's conclusion, the French government said the participants had agreed to take on ISIS by any means necessary, including appropriate military assistance. Here's Angela Miles with today's First Business Brief.
This is the First Business Brief for Monday, September 15th. I'm Angela Miles. iPhone fanatics are whipped up in a frenzy. The Apple website crashed intermittently on Friday in a crush of people wanting to be among the first to get their hands on the smartphones. Pre-orders for the iPhone 6 should arrive in the next few days, but due to hot demand, the new larger screen iPhone 6 is on back order at Sprint, Verizon, and AT&T. Economists predict a very happy holiday shopping season based on robust retail numbers for August that rose 0.6%. And the tragic death of Joan Rivers is bringing a doctor who was unauthorized to be in the surgery went ahead with an unplanned biopsy. The outpatient clinic denies that biopsy occurred. The Rivers family is reportedly suing. That's the First Business Brief. I'm Angela Miles.
Thanks so much, Angela. When we come back from this break, we'll have your weather with Noah Beacon.
News 46 weather is brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body.
Hello and welcome back to News 46. Today is Monday, September 15th. Today we had sunny skies with a high of 101 degrees. Your average temperature around this time of year is 94 degrees, so it's a little hotter outside than it usually is. Winds were coming from the south-southwest today at 4 miles per hour with gusts up to 8 miles per hour, so we had some pretty low winds. The UV index today was 8, which is very high. Humidity was at 15%. Sunrise was at 6:26 this morning, and the record high in 2000 was 107 degrees. Well, tonight we'll have clear skies with a low of 73 degrees. Your average temperature around this time of year is 1 degree below that at 72 degrees. Winds will be coming from the east at 3 miles per hour with gusts up to 5 miles per hour. So we'll have some low winds this evening. Humidity will be at 27%. Sunset will be at 6:51 p.m. And the record low in 1941 was 49 degrees. Tomorrow we'll have sunny skies with a high of 102 degrees and a low of 74 degrees. Winds will be coming from the south-southwest at 5 miles per hour with gusts up to 9 miles per hour, so we'll have some pretty low winds tomorrow as well. Humidity will be at 22%, which is a little higher than it usually is, but that's all right. Sunrise will be at 6:27 a.m. and the UV index will be 8, which is very high. For our 7-day forecast, we'll have lots of sunshine, though we might be seeing some clouds outside on Wednesday. Your high temperatures will be starting off in the low 100s, working their way down into the low 90s through the end of this week, and probably will be working their way back up into those mid-90s early next week. Your low temperatures will be looking at a similar pattern starting off in the low 70s, working their way down into the mid-60s, and then back up into the high 60s early next week.
We're still hoping you're going to be wrong about that Wednesday weather there, Noah, because we are having our big birthday celebration. I want to wish a very special birthday to KPVM-TV, celebrating 17 years of proudly serving our beautiful town of Pahrump. We're up here just celebrating away. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of News 46 from everyone up here. Patrick, Noah, Darby, Vern, Rhonda, and myself. Have a great night. We'll see you back here tomorrow.